What is up, guys? It is Riley Reviews back again with another video here. Today, we are going to be talking about SooSoo Toys Homelander figure getting released and showing some little sneak peeks at the full release coming out soon. Is it a so release? Pun intended. Let's talk about it. All right, guys, we're just going to get right into it, not waste any time here. The SooSoo Toys Homelander. So, if you didn't know, this is a company where they do third-party figures for specific franchises. This is going to be the boys, obviously, and a lot of collectors out there, including myself, were anticipating seeing this release because this is SooSoo. They are known for being one of the top-tier brands of third-party, and we talk about them a lot because they produce some pretty decent to great stuff. They've had a couple misses here and there. Maybe this one was a miss here. We're going to talk about it, but if we didn't know, this figure particularly took forever. Everybody, every single time they posted, where is Homelander? Where is this figure? Myself included. Why are you taking so long to make a third-party figure? No one knew what was going on, but they mentioned some things like they had some problems with the pandemic. Their whole staff or something had COVID, so it shut down a lot of their stuff. It was very unfortunate to hear, but we are standing here because SooSoo Toys, I think the person who created, obviously the brand of the company, they posted some photos teasing right here that this officially got, shown that's going to be releasing very soon. And this is, I'm guessing what we're going to all see in hand. And to me, guys, the question, is it good enough? I don't know. I feel like if it took so long, it's kind of disappointing. That said, we're going to go to the proto photos and my reasonings to kind of give SooSoo a little pat on the back to help them. But I feel like, to me, let's talk about the likeness first. Obviously, that's super important. Anthony Starr, that's the whole point. Homelander, we want to get the best sculpt of Anthony Starr. And to me, I don't think this is the best sculpt. I don't think this looks that good sculpt-wise at all. I'm going to be honest. I think the likeness is probably like a 7.5 or a 7. To me, I just don't see Anthony Starr. I think I see the hair, obviously, the hair of him. I see it from the show. But when you get to the sculpt, the eyes, maybe. But to me, it's just, I think it's really off. This one's the worst, I think. I think this one's the worser one. We're going to get some closer photos, but this one is a little better. But I don't think it's good enough. And we talk about head sculpts. I'm going to pull this up really here. Because if you guys didn't know, I like Homelander a lot. I have the third-party version of Homelander right here by Premium Toys. And I have the sculpts here because obviously, being a big Homelander fan and the boys fan, I wanted to make this video as quick as possible to show you guys. And I'm going to show you guys the actual sculpts here. So if you could see, it's going to be kind of harder to capture, but here, this is the Premium Toys version, Homelander. Here's another sculpt. It came with 5, which is pretty insane, but I think these likeness-wise are way better than the SooSoo Toys version. I just see Anthony Starr a lot more. The question is, though, well, you can zoom into that, pause that, look into it as much. I have a video on it. I'll pop it up into the banner up here. You want to see the official review of that specific one, you can pick it up as well. But if we're looking at the sculpt, I don't think this screams Anthony Starr. I don't think it's that great. It gives me very like third-party vibes where it's kind of the lesser, better version of third-party. It's unfortunate because I love this character. I've wanted the perfect figure. And like we talked about with this certain one I have, the Premium Toys version, the body is very mediocre to bad. I actually think looking more at the figure, posing it more, it is, maybe I'm not said in my review, now posing it a lot more, it's very stressful to pose this figure. It's rubber. This is way better. We talked about the sculpt. Premium Toys, you're the winner there. You knocked it. I think, which I believe is Toys Era. Maybe I'm wrong, but they knocked it out of the park. But the body on SooSoo's is way better. Look at this. This is way better because it's fabric. The other one I had is rubber, and it was very stressful to pose. His arms were barely moved up. You can barely crunch the arms. His legs were a mess. The cape was really bad on the one I had. I think I said that even in the video. This, I think you can already tell it's kind of draping nicely. It's going to be way better. The body, everything under the sculpt, I think I really like. I think SooSoo did a great job there in that aspect. It's got the fabric, kind of bulkier vibe, because he obviously wore a bigger suit, a muscle suit, because, the guy isn't jacked to Anthony Starr, but I think the body looks really good. I think they did a great job there, but the sculpt is the most important thing. And I think that this isn't good enough, as I'm saying in the question. And I'm going to leave the question to you guys. Do you guys think I'm wrong? Do you guys like this enough? I just feel like you waited 2 years or a year and a half to 2 years for this release, and I don't think the likeness to Anthony Starr is there. That's the most important thing to me, and I don't think it's good enough. I really don't think so. But if you're basing it off the proto photos, it's good enough because it is. You can see it. You can see Anthony Starr. You can see not Anthony Starr. You can see that it's really almost the same thing as we got from the proto. Maybe a slight downturn. I'll show it again on the screen. So you got the prototype here. So prototype photo of John Lander, otherwise known as Homelander, and then we have the final of it right here. I think it's really close, but like I said, the sculpt from the beginning, this prototype, I think, was subpar. It was very mediocre. I didn't think that this looked like John Lander. This didn't look like Homelander. This is John Lander. That's in my eyes. But maybe I'm crazy. I'm gonna show another photo too, where it's more of his blank sculpt right here. I'm gonna fix it obviously because it's a little messed up to see. But let me zoom out. That looks like what we got. So if we're basing it off the prototype, I think SooSoo, you got what you pre-ordered. I mean, it does look like that. Maybe it's like a slight 5-10%. Obviously, paint's going to drop a little bit. Likeness maybe dropped a bit. I don't know. But I just feel like the likeness wasn't even there to begin with. So in my eyes, the premium toys, the likeness is way better. SooSoo, basing off the prototype, yes. But 2 years to get this announced, I personally feel like this should have been updated. I don't think that this was good enough to begin with. I think they should have provided an update. I just think if you got this out in a year, maybe a couple months, sure, you could have squeezed in the prototype. But I think if you are a collector who pre-ordered this based off the prototype, I think it's a win. I think you won on that aspect. But to me, I was kind of I actually pre-ordered this one. As much as I love this one, I pre-ordered this one because I was like, hey, you know what? I'm going to roll the dice. We're going to see how it ends up. Taking them 2 years, I think they're going to make an absolute banger release. I think it's going to be better than the proto. I think in my aspect, I lost. I think I lost. I might even maybe cancel it. I do like the body. I do want to use the body on this. I really hope the neck is the same on the neck pegs because I think the body from SooSoo on this sculpt, there's your ultimate Homelander. Think about that, guys. This is going to be amazing. That's what I say. So maybe if I can find the body on an after market thing, who knows? But if any Homelander or the Boys fans out there, let me know all of your thoughts in the comments. Do you think I'm wrong in this aspect? Do you think SooSoo nailed it? Do you think they did a good enough job? I just feel like I was expecting more for the sculpt. But maybe that was myself shooting myself in the foot because I was expecting a prototype to be better from a delay, which is maybe was the wrong thing in my sense. But I've seen other collectors out there say they are very disappointed in this. They don't like the way it looks from what we've seen so far. They also showed another. They showed this photo, which might get me demonetized. This is a very interesting just one post to show, but thank you, SooSoo. Yeah, that's marketing, definitely, like that person said. But we're basing it off this mainly. They're probably gonna see some more photos later. Maybe it's the lighting. I think that this one doesn't look good at all. I think this one's a little bit better. But the body is the winner in my aspect. That looks very, very good. Is it a split cut boot? I don't know. Maybe it's a really nice looking split cut boot because it doesn't look split cut. Maybe I'm wrong. Regardless, I'm going to see what happens. Maybe I'll pick up the body. I still think this one, sculpt-wise, is way better. The body on this one, though, the cape is very bad. It's not that good. It's a rubber suit. That company is actually making a new one also, which kind of sucks because now I have the minority of the original release. They just did a 2.0 in like the span of a couple months, which is kind of weird, kind of lame, but it is what it is. Anyone out there who are picking these up, are you picking up this SooSoo one? Or are you going to get it in hand, figure out if it's good enough? I don't think I'm going to get it in hand. I may even cancel my order. I have it, I think, with TNS. I just think it wasn't good enough for me and it didn't work. So I'm going to keep this one, maybe just bite the NRD and move on, get the body somewhere from Facebook groups or something like that. But again, I don't want to keep this too long. Hopefully SooSoo's listening to this, these comments that people are sharing, because I've seen on Facebook, people are also kind of with my side. They think the sculpt could have been better, but like I said, again, I'll share it just to show you guys one more time. If we're basing it off the prototype, they got it. It's the prototype. It's what the prototype was. But the prototype wasn't good to begin with in my eyes. I don't think this was good enough. I don't think so. I really don't think so. So if you base it off the prototype, you're a winner. If you want it to get better, you're probably a loser because it looks like it's about the same, maybe even a drop. But we're not going to keep this too long. It's almost even 10 minutes here. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the content, smash the like button, hit the subscribe. Obviously, it helps the channel grow. And if maybe you didn't enjoy it, hit the dislike, whatever you want. And let me know in the comments how much of an idiot I am. You don't already know how it is. And let me know all of your thoughts on these SooSoo Toys John Lander. Is it good enough? Let me hear it. We'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.